Our last speaker or presenter that has signed up to speak today is Mr. Joe Marcum. Mr. Marcum, would you please come forward, please? Mr. Marcum, welcome to our committee today. Would you please, for the record, identify yourself again, and then you may proceed.
Yes. Thank you for your time. I was not planning on speaking today, so this is just basically going to be me reading what I read to the Lexington City Council in presentation of this.
Could you please identify yourself?
Yes, again? I'm Joe Marcum. I'm a real estate investor in Central Kentucky. We own 52 single-family homes in Lexington and surrounding counties. We provide housing for hundreds of residents. For 24 years, we've provided rental housing and have dealt with the Section 8 program many times. At one point, we had 13 single-family houses that accepted vouchers, and we currently have 0. This has nothing to do with discrimination and everything to do with the business interactions that we've had with the Housing Authority and HUD. I understand and empathize with the intent behind this ordinance that's being proposed, the source of income ordinance, which is really what you guys are focused on. Everyone here is getting very emotional and has thoughts on what should be going on, but what is being addressed needs to be focused on. So I'm concerned about what will actually emerge if it passes. Intent versus what emerges is a familiar concept to the Marxist or other students of economics in this room. Frederick Engels, what each individual wills is obstructed by everyone else, and what emerges is something that no one willed. Too often, things like this source of income ordinance would be passed without due consideration, and once implemented, they are never again revisited. Their intent and what emerges are never measured against each other. Thomas Sowell, one of the real problems you have people making decisions for which they pay no price when they are wrong, no matter how high a price other people will pay. This ordinance has a definite price. It will make housing more expensive in Kentucky for every renter. It will effectively establish a floor for rental rates, that floor being the Section 8, whatever HUD vouchers determine. This cuts two ways. The way around this is people will price their houses above the fair market rent for HUD. That's going to increase rental prices. This ordinance adds 0 units of housing to the limited stock available. It will not make a single unit available in better area with better resources. The rents in those areas are already higher than what voucher holders can legally pay. Voucher holders represent approximately 5% of the renters in Lexington, 3,600 vouchers for about 70,000 rentals. The presentation shows approximately 4% of houses accept vouchers. I've run multiple searches and found that the percentage is slightly higher. There is no shortage of Section 8 units. The expected percentage is accurately reflected in this admittedly short housing supply in Lexington. This is further proven by the voucher usage rates at 99.8% for the Housing Authority in Lexington. No vouchers are ever lost or returned unused. They just go to the next person because it's a housing choice voucher. So if you have a person that is looking for a house and cannot find something that meets their needs in their desired area or meets their desired criteria, they have 180 or to 210 days to find something. If they don't, that voucher goes to the next person in line. It is never returned to the HUD department. It stays in Lexington. Forcing housing providers to participate, you are creating new government dependence. The voucher holder and now the housing provider are dependent on the government for their way of life. An option in the Section 8 program allows the voucher holder to use the voucher for a home purchase. Does this ordinance force banks to accept this as a lawful payment and a source of income? If not, why not? Especially given the history of redlining, banks should be held to the same standards. Due to the extreme limits on time, I can send emails and reach out to discuss with anyone individually that wants to talk about this. In summary, passing this ordinance is bad for all renters and housing providers in Lexington. It will not accomplish what it intends to, and what emerges will be detrimental to the entire state. Again, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Marcum. We appreciate your time.